Hi. All right. So, this is our science and our social studies video. We are going to talk first about science. Science is really fun. I thoroughly enjoy science. It's one of my favorites. And so we're going to be talking about space for 2 weeks. So this first week we're doing space, and we're going to specifically talk about the moon. On the inside here, you'll see what they're talking about with the phases of the moon. Do you see that picture right there? Oh, it's right here. The phases of the moon, and how there's a new moon, a full moon, a crescent, a waxing and a waning gibbous, half moon, quarter moon, all of those really cool things. We're also talking about a telescope. And then on the back, it has a little fun activity. This will be super easy for you. It's the first letter, and then you're going to spell. It's like a little puzzle. And then if you have a ball and you want to do a lamp, this will show you a little bit about how we see the moon and the other things that go with it. There is where did I set your paper? Here it is. This is the paper I graded for a grade. So you'll need to use this to help you figure out what these are. And then I also graded the coloring of your sun and the moon. This is worth 10 points. So that is your moon space unit. And then next week, we will have a project with the galaxies. And then I taught the kids a song. So I'm going to teach it to you really quick. And then we're going to work on it for the next 2 weeks. It goes like this. It goes, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, not Pluto. 8 planets revolve around the sun. So it used to be Neptune and Pluto, but Pluto was downgraded from an actual planet to what's called a dwarf planet, because as they learned more about Pluto, they learned that it did not have its own orbit. It crossed into Neptune's orbit. And because a planet has to orbit completely around the sun by itself to be considered an actual planet. So that's what made it a dwarf planet, because it crosses paths with Neptune. Okay, and then in social studies, we're going to do 2 things. So I want you to be unaware of what's going on with the election. And next week at school and in our country, it's that last few days to push to decide who's going to be president of the United States. So you are going to have this booklet to go through. We are going to be doing this booklet at school, and I would like for you to work on this week, that week too. There's activities in there to do, some things to write, things to read, just to be prepared to talk about what it is to go to an election. Also, part of being a part of the country is being a citizen. Citizens' jobs are to be electing officials who are going to represent us. Part of being a citizen is growing as a person and doing the jobs that you have, serving others, caring for others. That is what Jesus calls us to be as a citizen anywhere in the world. But here at the United States, we try to be that way for each other all the time. So you're going to talk about being a good citizen. Here's your badge of honor. So it's a little flip booklet. And here, you're going to come up with 3 different ways you could serve others. That way you earn your badge of honor. So some of the good ones I had, like picking up trash, holding doors for people. Maybe you could help your friends if they fall, or help your mom carry in the groceries. Any of those things I want you to illustrate, and then write just the 1 or 2 words telling me what you did. So if you draw yourself picking up trash, you can write pick up trash. If you draw yourself helping a friend, you can write help friend. If you draw yourself opening doors, you can write open door. Just so I know what it is that you did. This was also a grade. In here in your citizen booklet, it talks to you a little bit about the jobs that they do, the things that they do, how you can serve others. And then right here on the back, it says, tell me one thing you could do to serve others. So those are our plans for science and social studies. I was just making sure I didn't have any other papers buried in here. We talked about that. We talked about community. We did a lot of center work this week. Next week, it's going to be the same thing, more space. It's going to be pretty fun. So that's all I have for science and social studies. All righty.